Good Saturday evening, folks. I'm Manny Vitale, host of My Fight or War, and Manny Vitale's Wolfpack. And tonight is New Mike Night.
Yay!
And New Mike Night is just that, as you can see here. See, I told you it takes I will go live for any reason at any time. We got new equipment in the studio, the new table mounted stands. Instead of having to sit there and lean forward and talking to the mics, now we've got this. Lori,
Hi,
Lori, I am so glad you're here. Since you are here, you get to be our critic, and you can help critique us.
Yes.
With our new mic setup right now, how's the mics? How do we sound to you? Why are you flipping me off?
Okay, and that's him. And then this is Lynn. So now I need to know how I sound also. So if you can let us know how we sound.
Yeah, last we did a little bit of adjustments with the mics, and like I said, this is it's just the stands. But
Yeah.
sounds amazing. Thank you, Lori. She said, "I sound great. You suck."
Oh.
Thank you, Lori. She says things sounds good.
Okay, good.
Lori, how you doing, man?
Oh yeah.
Been trying to keep track of our good old Boston, man. Boston on the loose. And definitely here comes Thing in the house. And now huh?
I'm reading. She says I sound very deep and clear.
Usually she
sounds quiet.
Yeah, it's like I want this intensity and live and all this stuff. And there's like, okay, OG, what do you think? And she's like,
sounds good to me.
Well, Manny, I think that's a great idea. Well, what do you think about this intensity? We're going to come in there with such enthusiasm, man. We're going to kick the shit out of addiction. Us recovery people, we are warriors. We're champions. We're this. What do you think, OG?
This is my enthusiastic voice.
I think you're absolutely right.
By the way, she's sunburned. Oh, baby.
Sunburned.
Lori's sunburned.
It's all right. Yeah.
Ouch.
Having some fun. Wait a minute. They're in Alabama.
Yes, it's hot there.
Yeah. But so, like I was saying, it is New Mike Night, and little shit like this just makes me happy, man. It's like, man, you just got 50,000 followers. I don't care. I got a new mic. But oh man, I'm just messing with it. I think I'm still a little loopy from my anesthesia. Oh, speaking of which.
Oh yeah, show her your boo-boo.
Oh, that's what my wrist, they got me.
You can't see your wrist
right there for the carpal tunnel, and then my inside of my thumb, and then all the way across my to free up my trigger fingers and stuff for the damage I had with the tendons. I closed my hand, I couldn't. They'd snap and stuff. So I've got I didn't tell anyone about that at work. It was like, hey, I just need a day off of having a procedure, which I did. And I came in, they're like, what the hell did you do? I had surgery. When? Yesterday.
And you're back to work today?
You supposed to be doing this? I'm like, you sure? So Lori, I hope things are going good with you, man. Keeping track of watching your stuff, and really looking forward to seeing what you guys got going on, and we definitely need to hook up. Let's hook up this weekend sometime and find out when's good to get you on here, man. Because I don't want to be waiting. This, as you can see with my mic time and stuff, it's like, let's go live, because it's Saturday, and I got a new microphone, and I get to show my boo-boo hand and all that good stuff, and talk about some crazy things, and not only that, just get to talk with some incredible people, and that's why I just freaking love doing this shit. And so let's actually get a little bit. I was gonna say serious, but I'm like, nah. But we will actually do some updates here, so OG can put us to sleep with her pillow talk voice.
Stop. Okay.
So while I sit here and admire my mic stand.
Yeah, your new mic stand. Enjoy. Anyway, Sunday, September 8th.
So cute.
Skylar Ray at 6:30 p.m. So come and join us at 6:30 tomorrow night. Stop it. And then on Monday, it's Ian and Manny together. Monday, September 9th, live at 7:30 p.m. Whoa. Oh, Jesus. Can they even see you do that?
I don't.
Oh no, Lori.
What?
That they had a murder down in Alabama, right? Yeah. The shooter was 14.
Today? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, she
What
said
that
today.
was Lori, wasn't are you talking about the school? The school? Or no, if you're talking
Well, she
today,
says
that's a
today,
different one.
so
Yeah,
something
because
different.
that's yeah, because there was I know there was a school shooting. I can't remember where it was, but it was also involving a 14-year-old.
Mhm.
No,
I'm all about the Second Amendment, not for 14-year-olds.
man, I tell you, it's just the start of the school year.
Mhm.
And I mean, I don't care if it's the start, the middle, of the end. I mean, this shit is just out of control. And me and Ian are going. As OG said, me and Ian are going to be going live Monday, and we've got a bunch of stuff we're going to be doing, and it's going to be pretty intense. The different directions that we are going to be going in, because this is our first live, and it's going to be intense. It's going to be energetic. It's going to be everything all rolled up into one. And we're going to be, tackling a lot of different topics and subjects and everything like that.
Mhm.
And this damn mill might be one of them too, as far as stuff like this. Because, like I said, it's not going to be, with my fight. We're
Mhm.
dealing with just the
The
intensity
recovery.
with recovery and addiction and drug and all of the that goes along with it. And that's going to stay with my fight, and we are going to attack it every second of the day that we can. My fight, or I'm sorry,
With the
Wolfpack will be
And
basically, we're going to just talk about if it's the shootings, kids, it's anything at all, anyone who has such these concerns. And sometimes you'll hear them say, I just don't feel like my voice is getting heard. Nobody wants to hear this. We do. And
Mhm.
so we're going to let your voice be heard. I don't, Lori, this was before you started with watching, I believe, or maybe you saw it. um, with the Wolfpack, we discuss everything.
Mhm.
And the first time we went on, actually, my first guest was Ian. Jumped on and did a live before he started doing all these lives. Me and him just went on along with OG, and we were just talking about our flight when we went to when I did his show in New York, and when we drove to Connecticut, and just joking around, having a good time, joking around about his vacation and about just silly ass shit. The very next episode of Wolfpack was here in the studio with this just a lovely lady, man. And her son was just it was tragic. He was brutally murdered in a suburban area around in Detroit where we are. And so we go, I mean, that's what I mean. There's no limits to where
Mhm.
we'll go. So everybody, I don't want him to think, I don't want anyone to think this like, oh no, you're not going to discuss this. However, there are two things that I'm not going to be jumping back and forth on. And I guess that's a good thing about having your own show, and that's going to be politics and religion.
Mhm.
Now, when it does come to religion, I will never push mine or politics ever on anyone ever. And that's just, I'm not going to go there. And so that's that. But just like I said, the transition where what we were doing with Ian that day was just a freaking riot, just cracking up. And the very next episode, man, it was nothing but just pure heartache and tears. This poor lady
Mhm.
lost her 27-year-old son, and it's that bond, mother-son bond, of course, at Mama Bear and all that. This lady, you could feel her. Sitting next to her, I could feel it. It was just so intense. And this was in January. I think it was January 14th that this happened, and it was just brutal. And so, yeah, Lori, we're going to be hitting everything. So, for your knowledge, for all your people there, your family, everyone in Alabama, everyone everywhere, if there's something that's on your mind that intense that you want to discuss, man, please, please, please hit me up and let's get it out there.
Mhm.
We've been blessed with this platform, man. Let's use it. Let's use it, and let's not paint ourselves into a corner where it's like, oh no, 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 screw that. That's why we have 2. And now with myself and Ian, 3.
Mhm.
So, anyways, OG, where would we leave off
Okay,
here? We
well,
got, you got
for-
tomorrow, right?
For the thousands that are listening, tomorrow, Sunday, again, September 8th, Skylar
That
Ray
was good.
at 6:30 p.m. That's Sunday. Monday, we have September 9th, Ian and Manny live at 7:30. Then following, if you're in the Detroit area, September 17th, he will be speaking at the St. Michael Church with FAN, which stands for
Face Addiction Now.
Face
Formerly,
Addiction Now.
Formerly Families Against Narcotics.
Mhm.
And myself and OG were fortunate enough to be invited to a meeting, and went there, and it was incredible. You walked in, and the just the loving, the comforting feeling, just the the camaraderie, it was just so inviting and supportive and everything. As soon as we got there, this is before anyone even knew who we were. Just to go in there and meet these individuals, it was great. And then we found out that, because I knew it as FAN, and when they switched to Face Addiction Now, it's because they are doing so many things to help so many people in so many different directions. Like I said, you don't want to paint yourself into a corner where people are going to say, "Oh, you know what? We can't get a hold of them because they don't do that." Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So,
And they had
pizza.
yes, and they had social workers, and they had recovery workers, and they had people who were in active
Peer coaches,
active addiction still, people who were there on parole.
See, and that's a good thing too, man.
Everybody was welcome.
And that's just like with my fight, man. Because when I first started this, I remember people were chiming in saying, what kind of family is this? I know some of the people that are on here, and they're still drinking, they're still doing drugs, and almost they were like calling them out and shit. It was like, so what? That's why they're here. That's why we're all here. Well, yeah, but they're still, it's like they're not saying that they're not doing it. They're saying they're suffering from this addiction and
want
relapse,
help.
and they want help. And now you are climbing down their throats. So
somebody was accusing you of still drinking.
Oh, yeah, there was a individual.
Well,
he's no longer around here, but he went by Big Head, and yeah, well, why not? I mean, he did some very things. He said some very things that shouldn't have been said ever to some people who are dealing with addiction.
Mhm.
And the thing is, this is a small world, man. In our podcast world, recovery world, we all know each other.
Mhm.
And next thing you know, all of our phones are blowing up saying, "Do you know?" And I just went by the nickname that he supposedly goes by, but is no longer on our family. And all of the other people caught on to what happened. But yeah, he sent OG a message that said that he doesn't need me. He said, or my fight, our war. He goes, because I've seen Manny drinking on his live shows.
I said, water.
I said,
water and Coca-Cola.
yeah. Yes, you did.
There it is.
You know what? Straight up. Not even on the rocks, man. Just straight up. Sometimes it's even warm.
Ugh. No, we try to get you cold water.
Oh, that tastes so good.
But to accuse somebody of that,
yeah.
Unless you know, you don't know.
And the thing is, the old me would have handled it a lot differently. Yeah. But the thing is, too, even after that, it was just like,
okay,
because this happened before. Remember, we were talking about all the fake profiles that are out here. And we're not stupid. We know there's fake profiles on ours. We know it. I know it. I know it for a fact. But when I first started doing this and learning every day, of course I was pissed. But then I'm looking at it and it's like, well, okay, I know that they're lying. I know that these are fake, but the comments that they were posting were not hurtful. They were not bullying anyone. They were just false statements under a false profile. But then I was like, you know what? Who am I to judge these people?
They're sad. They're hiding for some reason.
There's a reason they're doing this. So who am I to, So instead of just going off, I just stopped for a second. And I said, to all you people doing this, welcome. Welcome to My Fight Our War. We're here to support you. We're here to, give you unconditional love, support, motivation. We will be here. We will not bully you. And you're with us, and so, yeah, life is good. But I'm sorry, where'd you cut off at? You went the 17th.
The 17th of FAN.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
It
As long as
starts
they
at
have pizza.
7:30 and they have pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
It's till 10 o'clock, so it'll be a long day. Then the very next day, Wednesday, September 18th, Kate, who is also from Fan, is going to come back live with you.
And we had Kate on as a guest, and she's a
Or
coordinator.
Caitlin.
Yeah, that was funny, man. She is she is a ball of energy, and she does so much. She's got so many hats that she wears, and so she was on already on my fight, and we were discussing, and we still didn't even scratch the surface of the stuff that they do. And we were giving information. I'm like, all right, Kate. I said, just to remind everybody, I go, when's your next meeting? And she just looked into the camera and she's like, it's the 17th of September, Manny. You're the guest speaker. I was like, she goes,
Oh, yeah.
you better be there. I was like, oh.
yeah.
So Kate is amazing. And so she's going to be on with us the day after on the 18th.
So it'll be September 17th with Fan, September 18th with Kate from Fan. So
Yeah.
2 days in a row. What time? I don't have a time written down for Kate.
I think it's so that's Thursday, right?
It's a
I
Wednesday.
believe
It's a Wednesday.
okay, I think it's
Has to be
7:30.
7:30.
I think, but we'll check with Kate again.
But it has to be. Can't be earlier than 7. Anyway.
No, because of
Yeah.
work. But yeah, so we've got other things too, like yourself, Lori, as far as scheduling, and a few other people who are in the mix right now that we've been trying to schedule. But there's been so much going on in the last couple of weeks, in the last couple of days, actually, that we've been just trying to get caught up and trying to get the slots all taken care of, because we had to do a little rescheduling on times with some guests. So we'll get it all taken care of. But yeah, Lori, definitely get a hold of me. Either like just shoot me, because after we do this tonight, we got to go over do show prep for tomorrow. So tonight's going to be busy. So if you get a hold of me tomorrow sometime, and let's set up a date and a time to get you on here.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe we'll get Boston. It'll be a party.
Yeah.
It'll be a Boston Tea Party.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I love it.
I said it.
Okay, you said it.
I said it.
And
Lori.
then on September 22nd, you are going to be being interviewed by
The man,
Sos the Ghost.
Sos the Ghost. This was a complete surprise. I was at work yesterday, Thursday, right? Today's Saturday, Thursday, and I get a call, or I got a text from a friend of mine, another brother, Reverend Bob. Great dude that I've met, and we were chatting for a while. Then I haven't talked to him for a bit. He shoots me a text and he says, Manny, congratulations, man. I see you on Demon's Row. He goes, that's great. And he's going on and on and on. And I'm like, on Demon's Row? I've never, I haven't
What's
done
a
that show.
Demon's Row?
Well, no, I was like, I never did that.
Mhm.
And he's like, because he goes, yeah, I saw you. I was like, now I'm like, what? You didn't see me? So I thought it was just a mistake. He sends me the YouTube of Demon's Row with Sos the man himself, Sos the Ghost. And what it was the excerpts of the interview I did with Ian Bick. Him and Ian are tight. So they were talking, and he saw the interview with myself and Ian going through everything. And then the segment, of course, with my involvement with the motorcycle club. And that's Sos, man. That's him. And he watched it. He put it on Demon's Row, and next thing you know, it's just tearing it up, and a very good response. And I talked to.
We're at over 24,014.
Yeah, 24,014 in 2 days views with Sos.
Mm-hmm.
So really pushing it, and I cannot wait. So I got a hold of Ian, and I'm like, so brother, did you forget to tell me something? And he starts laughing. I go, man, that's crazy. And
he did a good job.
Oh, just
did a great
phenomenal job. And I said, listen, man, I'd like to get a hold of him and thank him. To get a hold of Sos. And he goes, actually, he wants you on the show. He goes, I told him that you're going to be, flying in to Connecticut on, the 22. This was this business that we have with Ian and the show we're doing. And Sos is like, nah, man, I'm on the show. So we're going to do the show on the 22nd. So it's going to be a great time. I believe I don't think it's live. So we're doing the show with Demons Row and Sosa the Ghost on the 22nd of September. And we will have more information as far as when it's going to drop. But I am really looking forward to that, man. Because this is going to be a totally different type of show and interview that we're going to be doing. This is going to be straight out
all motorcycles.
This is all straight out club stuff. And when you're doing that, you're going to get a lot of people. And what I love is Sos has he doesn't have to explain himself to anybody. His reputation is very well known and very
he's only got like what 600,000
700 some thousand
yeah.
subscribed. He knows his stuff, and the way he presented what they did with mine, I was very comfortable sitting down and doing this with him. It's going to be a great time. Really looking forward to it. Sos the Ghost. Did you guys see my hand again? See that? Isn't that cool?
For anybody new who's coming on.
Yeah. Thing got ticked off and just ripped my shit up.
Yeah, bit him in the hand.
Oh,
yeah. Okay, besides Lori, who was very kind enough to say, anybody else who's new, we have new mics and new mic stands.
Yeah.
Let us know how it sounds, because we want to make sure it sounds okay.
Lori was our
first
and even she's like, right now she's like, it really sounds like shit. It sounds, it's just like, let's just be nice, people. Let's be nice.
Okay, and then the next one after that is going to be Sunday, October 13th. You will be on High Sobriety with Dylan and Alicia.
That's right. High Sobriety, and we are still working out the details to have them back on. Like I said, we're jumping back forth on some of the shows that we did in the past, and having the people who were gracious enough to let me come on and share the story and share My Fight Our War and OG and Thing and all that stuff. It's just, that's what we do, man. It's like you give what you get and you get what you give. And, that was good. And the thing is, I've said it so many times, and I will keep saying it, is all the people who have helped out along the way, I never forget, ever. I will never forget that. And that's what we do, man. We just stick together. And
he does have an amazing memory.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. He forgets nothing.
But so, yeah, man, it's I'm trying to think what else we got.
Well,
I
can throw a couple things out with Harley Davidson.
Yeah. We've got the
on September 14th.
Was that the open house?
Or Harley Davidson has an open house.
Okay, so that is
September 14th. That's a Saturday.
Okay, September 14th at my family.
From, like 10 to 5?
10 to 5 on the 14th. It's the open house, right?
For those of you who are in the Detroit area.
Detroit metropolitan area, come see us over at where I work, Wolverine Harley Davidson at 44660 Gratiot Avenue. It is just south of M59, which is Hall Road. Check it out, man. George Delanue is the owner, along with the entire family at Wolverine. You're checking out new bikes, little slightly experienced bikes, apparel. We got it all. So
and there's usually food too, just in case you're hungry.
Every now and then, man, there might be the food truck there and all that good stuff. And the staff, like I said, it's the family there. Everyone from when you first walk in, from the sales department is second to none, going right into finance, to the parts, to apparel, service, write-up, detailing, bay, everything.
One-stop shopping.
I tell you, you got it all. And the great thing with Wolverine is, you're not going to be like a goldfish being thrown into a piranha tank when you walk in, grabbing you and pulling you in directions that you don't want to go, and being pointed to bikes that you don't want to look at just because it's a better sale. That's not what our guys do, man. Our sales staff at Wolverine are among the best around. The best around, in my opinion. And, they're going to first and foremost put you on a bike that's going to keep you safe, that is going to fit you, not only physically fit you, but for your riding, your skill level, what type of riding you're going to be doing. to our finance guys. You know, people sometimes get a little nervous when you're talking Harleys, and they're like, "All right, there's no way." Well, yeah, there is. And the thing is you'd be surprised. And again, with our finance guys at Wolverine, man, they are not going to put you in a situation just to make a sale so you can't put gas in it. Jumping over to our parts, if you want to make it more your own. Some people, I've had some people say, "Well, you know what? I just need a Harley. I don't need all that fancy stuff. I don't need this and that," until they get it. And then it's like, I want that, to make it your own. Our parts guys, if they'll lead you in the right direction, right over to our apparel. Besides being cool as shit, I mean, of course, the leather jackets, the vest, the boots, the hat, or everything. Like we were talking before, besides looking amazing, it's safety. It will keep you alive. I mean, your helmet, it has to be fitted properly. Your jacket, your gloves, your boots. It's all, it looks good, but it'll save your life. Jump back into service, and where we were voted #1 in the district a few months back. Our service write-up, our techs. I mean, Wolverine, you go there and you're just going to get quality from top to bottom. That's George's philosophy from day one.
Hi, Jared.
And I have been there from just over a year and a half, but I've been part of Wolverine for 20-some years, 22 years. I was original member, hog member, and I've seen both sides. So please check us out on the 14th for our open house.
And then on the 28th, there's a Harley Davidson fall swap meet.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. But
that means we're going to have spots set up. If you have equipment, if you have just a swap meet, but I do not have the details for that yet, but I will get them. But please check out those as well, because you talk about a fun time. Those are always a riot. You get great people coming in, and sometimes you got those parts that maybe some of these bikes a little bit older can't find. Next thing you know, there it is. So what's that on
that's the 28th,
September 28th. And George always does first class with all that stuff. So as far as food, munchies, like I said, I'm not saying there's going to be but sometimes raffles, giveaways, and we will update that as we get closer. Did you say Jared? There's Jared. How you doing, brother? Jared from Defined Blacklist, along with Brianne. Again, talk about great people, man. Jared and Brianna have helped us so much.
And how's the music coming along?
And I was just going to say, besides what they're doing with Defined Blacklist, Jared's music, if you haven't heard of Jared Blaine over at Spotify and iTunes, check him out. He is just an amazing artist. So
he's on my playlist.
There you go.
There you go.
So you got to check him out as well, man. And Jared has helped. What is? Oh, geez. I was like, what is that? It's these new mics are picking up everything. But yeah, so Jared, like I said, him and Brianna came here when they were doing a red carpet party with Larry Bagby. So this family of ours is huge. So again, I can't thank Jared, Brianna enough for all they've done. They helped this path through with myself and Ian, and which now actually is turned into with Sos over at Demon's Row and all that. So this is just an amazing journey, man. So please, Define Blacklist. You want just quality, family. That's what we are. And you want amazing music. Jared Blaine, check him out. And please support over at Spotify and iTunes. The first time he sent me, I think it was Hail Mary.
Yep.
I'm sitting there and he sent it to me, and it was like, shit, this is good, man. And then I was just like, I felt like I called him. I was like, dude, I go, is that you? I was like a fan. And like I told him before, I am a fan. I mean,
why not?
No, seriously. I mean, you meet these people, you don't know them. I mean, I didn't know Jared or Brianna until reached out with a phone call. And that was thanks to, I got to give David Reagans a shout out because of, and then it just falls back before that to Kat over at Sober Patrol. And because she had David Riggins on as a guest and hit me up and says, man, you got to hear this dude's story. Have him on your show. And I did. And me and him started talking. And then he told me about, because I knew about Blacklist, and he knew Jared. And next thing you know, the ball started rolling, and it's just only gaining steam, man.
Rolling.
So, Jared, thank you so much, man. I can't tell you how much this means to me and all of us here. And like I said, we're like family.
Yeah.
So we got to get you back on here to hear more about your music. So just let me know when you want to go live. And we got you guys, Skylar, tomorrow at 6:30. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. And I saw with Bam. I forgot about that with you and Chad and Jody and Brianna. I think that's it. Bam. So please, by all means necessary, you guys check it out. They're just getting this thing rolling. So,
send them love.
Send love, man. Send that support because, without that, we got nothing. And so
family supports family.
Yep. So Jared, please, man, get a hold of me, and we could chat about that along with your music. So this is going to be a fun trip, man. I am definitely looking forward to the next couple weeks.
It's going to be busy.
Yeah. I mean, it just, you think things are, we've said many times that, I never thought I could see this as far as like in the past.
Well, just jumping on airplanes is not your thing.
Yeah. I'm not the world traveler here. OG's like, oh, I went here, and cruises and all that. And she's like, well, what about cruises? I go, well, I went to Bablo, and does Bablo count?
They don't know what Bablo is.
No, that's right.
There's no Michiganders on right now.
It's a Detroit thing. But anyways, man. So it's just me and Jared also talked that day when him and Brianna were here, and just about doing what we're doing. And because I told him, man, I said, listen, any advice? I talk to everybody who is kicking ass. You'd be a fool if you don't. If you're doing something, you look for the people who are the best at what they're doing, and you take from what they're doing. You ask questions, and you grow. You're not going to look at the person who's dead last. Well, actually, you know what? I look at everybody because everyone's got something.
They can teach you something.
So, I mean, I don't care if you're at the top of the world, if you're on the bottom. I'm going to watch you, and I'm going to learn. And it doesn't mean I'm going to do everything, but you just start getting this information. And in fact, Ronnie Dahl, Channel 2 News, man. I cannot thank her enough. This is still in the works, but Ronnie is a very, very well-known famous celebrity here in Detroit, Michigan, as a news anchor, social media, private investigator, and everything else. Just Ronnie's incredible. Didn't know me from Adam, man. Actually, we did meet a while back when friends of mine at 97.1 did a show. And I mean, this was forever ago. And, but I've always admired, man, Ronnie's, she don't play. I mean, you talk about intense, in your face reporting. She will give you, her heart, man. I mean, she will be the most supportive person there when she's doing the story, but don't cross her, don't lie to her, because you'll get called out, man. And like I said, she's run with the best of the best and some very hard ass, stories. And so I've always admired her for that, just before this even started. And when I did start this, it was like a week or two into it, just trying to take in everything that happened, and knowing I'm clueless. So what do? Start going back, man. Who do I want to learn from? Who could I get advice from? And that's how I started this. And I reached out just through social media, reached out through her pages, her websites, and all that. It's just, I'm sure you probably don't remember me, but explained my fight, explained everything. Sure as shit. A couple weeks later, man, she got a hold of me, and we talked about what I'm doing. She was gracious enough to meet up, talk, and the advice she gave me, she doesn't realize how important it was to me. And I listened to everything she said, everything. And kind of attacked what I'm doing with the same intensity that she does. And tell you what, man, I'm very grateful for it. And so I decided to reach out and beg her, please come on the show. So she did say when. So I'm really hoping that comes together. But that is, I cannot thank Ronnie Dahl enough. For those of you in Detroit, she is an absolutely amazing person.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to chatting with her more. But where else? I was going somewhere with this, but I can't remember where the hell it was.
I can't read your mind.
I can. It's
The
my mind.
hieroglyphics.
Man, that's scary there.
Yeah.
Yeesh. But
Well, positive thoughts. I sent a text out to Lem Barney. If you guys were in the football field, remember Lem Barney? I used to work with him, so I sent him a text, hoping that he will also come on board.
yep, we got so then oh, that's right. I forgot about John, man. A good friend of ours from the gym, one of the gym rats, John Blum, who is a fellow hockey player. He made it a lot farther than I did. We did play together through the Shores, not together, but through the different divisions, going through St. Clair Shores. And John Blum, I believe he played about 13, 14 years in the NHL, including with our own Detroit Red Wings. But as I tell John all the time, the only thing that you're noted for, it's not true because he's a hell of a player, is he knocked the snot out of Wayne Gretzky. And he laid him out during a game. And so, yeah, that's what John's known for. But he's got a hell of a story that he's going to share. And same, we're just trying to get the schedules meshed together. So
is there a video of that anywhere?
Oh yeah, I mean it's got to be. I mean, I got to look it up. I haven't seen it myself, so I mean, I remember seeing highlights, and it was just like, yeah. But so, and as OG said, she worked with Lem Barney, who played for the Detroit Lions, and working that out as well. So we're growing. And you know what? But the bottom line is, it doesn't matter. It's just about us. It's about my fight. It's about Define Blacklist. It's about Sassy or Sober. It's about Hard Knocks. It's about all of us, doing this as a family.
Yep.
I mean, that's what we do. It's not just them. It's you. This is a we and a us. So like I told Rev Bob when he told me about Demon's Row. And he goes, man, I can't believe you're on that show. And he's kind of joking around with me a little bit and about doing the show and stuff afterwards. And I go, man, I go, we all go. We all go together. That's just how this game rolls,
Yeah, if you guys get a second, look up Demon's Row, DEMONSROW.
Yep, Demon's Row.
And
So's the Ghost.
So's the Ghost, and because he put Manny on
online 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I mean, just totally, I completely blindsided, unexpected. And that was, I got to thank Ian Bick, man. He did that. And, we discussed a lot of things over the past, since July, since being on his show. And I've said many times since that show, and that was Jared, from, when hooking us up. That first conversation when we talked, I called him.
I don't know where it's going to go.
And, me and Ian talked for probably about 45 minutes to almost to an hour, just sitting there before we met about, my fight, about his story, my story. And it was just like, damn, man, it was almost like we knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
We fly to New York, go over to Connecticut, we do a show. And afterwards it was just like, we both sat there. It's like, man, there's something here. And then after that is when I threw that idea out there. I'm like, man, we gotta jump on this. And he was all for it, man. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So then, we did a live together, and we're going to be doing another live this Monday when we're going to be discussing doing more things with our show. And then in turn here, he, just to show you the type of person he is, man, he didn't have to do that. Just like Jared didn't have to, go out of his way to help out. Ian, him and So started talking, and next thing you know, I'm going to be on Demon's Row because of Ian. And, I didn't sit there and ask him to do it. I wasn't, riding his ass. Oh, please, please, please. He did it out of the kindness of his heart because he knew it was a good idea.
And
He
it's
knew,
over 24,000 views right now.
yeah, and he knew that we would
In 2
mesh
days.
together. And when you do that, you see that, man. That's being authentic. You get out there. Some people want to come on and do whatever, and that's fine. I mean, do what you want to do. It's your platform. But the people who really are there for you, and that's one thing with My Fight Our War is, believe it or not, whatever. As Lori said, you're always going to have haters, and I've encountered my share of mine, doing this, and that's fine.
You send them love.
You know what? That's just it. I've had people, chime in on behind their keyboard, saying all this stuff, and it's like, okay, okay, it's just when you put yourself out there doing what we do, and you get the praise and the glory, and you get the very nice comments and the accolades, it's great. But be prepared, man, because everyone's not going to like you. You're going to have people who freaking ass hate you, and
for no reason.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Oh yeah. I had when I did the interview with Ian, and we were talking about the club. People are commenting, "Oh, he's a liar. He was never in a club because I'm in a club, and he was a cop, and he's this and he's that." And it's like, all right, first of all, genius. This whole episode wasn't infiltrates a club, undercover. And even Sos said that when he goes, "Man, this dude from Detroit," he goes, "He didn't infiltrate shit." He goes, "He did it the right way." He goes, "He prospected, he came in, he got patched in, he did it the right way." And that's how I know, like, Sos knows his shit. He, everyone that knows him knows that. So I'm really looking forward to that show, man. That's going to be intense, but look forward to all of them. Starting tomorrow with Skylar Ray.
6:30.
6:30, Skylar Ray. Monday, me and Ian. 17th, I'll be speaking with Fan. The 18th, Kate's going to be here speaking with us. So,
22nd, you and Sos.
And me and Sos. And then Dylan and Alicia, High Sobriety.
Yep. October 13th.
October 13th. And everywhere in between, we got to hook up with Lori. We got to hook up with Boston again, because we're going to be doing some lives with Boston here in the next few days.
You're going to stalk him as he's traveling?
Yeah, we got to be in Boston. Tell you, this thing is just, these pieces of the puzzle are falling together. Just like, we're going to do what? And it's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, why not? Why not? You know what? We got one life, and let's live it to the fullest. Let's have some fun, and let's just do it. So I got to get a hold of Boston, and so Lori, that's another thing we got to do. So we're going to be busy, and just like I told you, when you decided to become part of My Fight Our War as a member, and then I told you that things were getting hectic, and you offered to help if there was anything. I said, well, the admin does everything. And like what? I said, everything.
Everything.
And I remember I told OG, I said, listen, man. And she said, what am I going to do? I go, well, this, and this. I go, I do not plan on slowing down. I go, I want more. I want to do the best I can doing this. So I was kind of joking. I go, you're going to be scheduling flights to other cities and shows, and I was like the Today Show and this show and that show. And I'm just rattling these shows off. And she's just looking at me like, and I started laughing. I'm like, I'm just kidding. And I kind of looked at her and I go, but I'm not, because you know what? If you don't shoot for the stars, why even shoot? If you're fine with, well, I'll just do whatever. I mean, so that's fine. If that's what you're, do what you want. Don't do what anyone else wants. Do what you want. But for me, this has become such a passion, man, that I've said it before, the only limits we have are the limits we put on ourselves. So screw the limits, and so that's
your passport.
I got to get a passport. Because that's right. Dan and Donna in Saskatchewan.
Mm-hmm. Saskatchewan.
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. We're going to be heading out there to do a show with them.
Long of a ride, so we want to fly.
Definitely flying, and wherever else. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. And I'm glad that it was just going to be a quick 15, 20-minute show tonight. And we're at 44 minutes, 44 seconds. Oh, you tired? Here, go ahead, start talking. See, right about now is when I say, "Oh, gee, do you have anything else?" And she says, "No, Manny, I have nothing else to say. This has been a very delightful show. It's like pillow talk."
Okay. I think I'm too quiet for him.
No, no.
Oh.
But all right, well, and then again,
New mics. Oh my God.
that was the whole reason, man. New mic night. But you guys have a great weekend, man. And please don't forget tomorrow, 6:30.
6:30.
Skylar Ray. You don't want to miss this, man. An incredible individual, a great person with it's going to be a very interesting. I'm really looking forward to chatting with him. So 6:30 Eastern time. Check us out. And until then, you got anything, OG?
Have a wonderful night.
You got anything? You got to get like longer arms or something. I can just see you fall right over the table one of these times.
Yeah, probably so.
You guys have a great night, man. And we will see you tomorrow with Skylar Ray. Love you guys and keep fighting a good fight.